I have been in many instances where I had to do a lot of text processing, mainly for log files when we want to find some patterns and do some actions related to those patterns. And in Python, it is pretty easy, as it is super useful to use Python in these kind of things. But Python becomes very lengthy when we have a lot of complicated things to do. Okay, so I knew what awk is and other tools which are built for text processing, but I'd never tried it. Okay, so last few days ago I gave it a try and it is powerful. One point why it is powerful, of course, it is built for the string processing, and a lot of thought went into this, went into its design actually. Okay, so today in this video we will see just a small example how awk is powerful, right? We will do a quick sample example in Python and compare the same with doing in the awk. Yeah, okay. So here we have a file and it has some characters, and suppose we want to count the some characters, like let's calculate the number of a's in this. Okay, how we can do this in Python? So in Python we will first reopen the file actually, of course in read mode as file, and then we will create a variable to count. Okay, once this is done, then we will loop over each line. In read lines will give us an array, and once this is done we will increment the count by 1. Okay, this is a mistake. Okay, let's do the same. Count 0 for each line. Okay, if our pattern A in line, then we will increment the count by 1. At the end we will print the count. Okay, yeah, so it will give us 5. So there are 1 2 3 4 5 characters. Okay, so this is what we can do with the Python. Okay, there are better ways to do this in Python, but this is what we have a simple approach. Okay, let's compare the same with awk. Okay, so awk is a program that takes a pattern, then some action. So this part will be applied to each line in a file, and before this we have two more patterns. Begin, so this block will run at the beginning of the process, I mean before text processing starts, and then we have the end command, end pattern actually, end pattern that will be triggered or executed at the end of the text processing, means after text processing, right? And then after this you just give the file that you want to pass to awk. So for example, suppose I just want to print the, okay, one more thing, now in this delimiter is set as space. For example, if we have A, B, C, then this will be split using the white space. So the first character is 0, the first field is 0, second field is 1, and the third field is 2. So using this, what we can do is, I will not put any pattern here currently, so it is like this, right? Pattern and then action, and then we need to give the file name, but I will not put any pattern here first, so we can just remove this, right? Then action will be print 0. Yes, so it worked as expected. So it just printed the first field. Then we want to expand on this. So here okay, we have the first field. We want to check if first field, so that's where pattern comes into picture. So we want to do this, we can just do this also. Here we can pass a regex expression, so match A. Okay, and if it matches A, then print it. If we run it as we expected, we got A, right? So but suppose there are multiple fields and we want to just match the first field. We can do that by doing this. So in awk, this symbol tilde is used as equality operator. So if first field matches with this regex pattern, then this will be executed. Right. We got a way to find the specific character. Now we want to count how many are there. To do this, we can like create a variable at the first. So for that, we can use the begin pattern here, but we can also use the command line arguments, that is v, and we can pass an variable here. Let's say count 0. Then what I will do is, after each line, if this each line matches with this pattern, so increment the count by 1. Increment the count by 1. Once this is done, at the end, print the count. Okay, print count. So now this should give us 5. Yeah, as expected. Let me just remove that part. Okay, so this is much simpler, right, compared to Python. Of course, awk was specifically built for text processing, that is one point, and Python is more general purpose, but still awk is very powerful. This is just a short video going through what awk can do and how these tools can be used. So I will definitely make a dedicated video on awk and its usage, and also a video on how it is implemented internally, and how this, I know a compiler is in place here that will definitely convert this pattern into some kind of C code maybe, and it will use its own specific libraries to do all that. We will explore it in a future video. If you have any suggestions for these kind of videos, please comment down below, and yeah, I will be back with one more video on the awk.